Welcome back. Thank you for your company this Monday morning. Well, Prince Charles has been angered by a former assistant who is dishing the dirt on the royals. He's even revealing closely guarded secrets about the prince's marriage to the late Diana. Let's bring in our royal correspondent Neil Sean, who joins us now from London. Good morning, Neil.
Morning.
Now, there's a new book by Dickie Arbiter. He was the press officer for Buckingham Palace for 12 years. What do we learn from his revelations?
Well, you know, it's not a particularly interesting book. They're making it out to be, rather interesting. If you've ever met Dickie in the flesh, and Jono's met him, I'm sure, he's more royal than the Queen, you know? You feel like you've got a genuflect when you meet this guy because I think he thinks he's above everybody else. What's interesting, I suppose, is that he's now sort of moved the tone of the book from the revelations of Diana and Charles, Andy and Fergie, all that sort of stuff, to now focusing on Prince Charles's relationship with the shamed TV presenter Jimmy Savile. So I think he's now thinking he's possibly overstepped the mark. But for those that have seen some of the inside of the book, and I've read certain elements of the book, it sounds a little bit sort of like it's more tasty than it really is. You know, when you get a burger and it doesn't looks great, but then it's not that great when you're bitten into it, you know?
So, Neil, why then has he done it?
Well, here's a bit of an exclusive, as ever, first on Studio 10, we could tell you, because one of the things that Dickie himself thought he should have would be some sort of, how should we put it, a title, a bigger title. He's got the LVO, which is the Lieutenant Order Victoria. Basically, what he was kind of looking for was a far bigger title, you know, Sir, maybe, after all what he'd done after 18 years. He has got this contract with, of course, the royal family, which was a confidentiality agreement, but really they don't mean too much. And for him, I think he feels he's been overlooked. And so consequently, I think this is his sort of bite back at them. He's been a bit stupid, though, because his daughter is one of these royal commentators on a big US network. So I think when it sort of goes wrong for him, that's certainly going to be an overspill for her over there, too. So he's not a very clever boy.
And Neil, the thing that staggered me and I found most surprising and shocking about this book is that Prince Charles really has any scandals left. You would think that after imagining himself as a tampon, everything's pretty much downhill. But, I mean, is Charles actually a bit doddery? I mean, there was that legend that he actually had someone who put his toothpaste on the toothbrush. Yes. For him. Is that really true? I mean, how much does he have his foot servants and staffers do for him?
Well, listen, I was just speaking to our lovely producer, Rob, recently, and I was behind the scenes at Buckingham Palace. And when you go around there, yeah, there's so many flunkies doing everything for you. But it is true. What happens is when Prince Charles goes into the bathroom every morning, when he's guided in, shall we say, the toothbrush is there on the sink, and there's a pea-size little amount of toothpaste. It's not just your ordinary toothpaste, it's obviously got the royal warrant, you know. But he doesn't actually put his own toothpaste on. No, people do everything. When you're a royal, they do everything for you. So I kind of think for him, you know, what you've got to remember on a serious note is when some of these servants are really next to you and they know your every whim, your every mood, the way you like your food, everything. I think for them to betray your trust at that level is a bit steep, to be honest, yeah.
Now, what about Prince Harry? He's going to be coming into a lot of money pretty soon, isn't he?
I know, he makes him look even more attractive, don't you think? You just think, boy, he's a good-looking boy, and now he's going to get £10 million on September the 15th, of course. This is all part of his legacy. And so consequently, I think for him, everybody's going to say, what's he going to do with the money? What you have to remember with royal money, well, it looks good on paper. It's not really their money. You know, it belongs to everybody else, basically. But as ever on Studio 10, we can tell you that he's looking to donate, this is first and exclusive, at least to 6 charities, 3 of them being those of his lovely mother, Princess Diana. He's very passionate about keeping some of those charities together. Consequently, he has to ask the permission of not just Prince Charles, but the Queen, if he can use his own money to do this. But I don't think Her Majesty the Queen will have any problems in doing that. But can you imagine saying, look, I've got 10 million. Is it all right, Granny, if I just have a bit of a dip in? You know.
I'd say go straight to Vegas if we know Prince Harry. Neil, thank you very much.
Pleasure.